Seth Omwario, good morning to you. Are you good? Did you enjoy your weekend? Karibu sana to a Feel Good Monday. Okay. Need to have our morning conversation. Wednesday is going to be a year on since June 25th last year when a lot changed in this country. A lot changed. Of that, there's no doubt. Let me ask you, young people, do you think the government has heard your message? What you were clamoring for last year, June 25th, have they done some listening to you? I always say this country belongs to young people. This world belongs to young people. And everything we should do must be guided by what's good for them. And it's something you can't stop. This weekend, Zuchu was performing. It was going so well until she started talking about Mama Samia standing again. People started throwing things on the stage. It's not just here. There is a tiredness amongst young people that we cannot ignore, and we dare not ignore. Because a lot of people thought, okay, a month after that, 2 months on, wametulia sasa, hii maneno imeisha. Imagine that's how they think. Has your message been heard 1 year on? That's my question today to young people. If you're a young person, give me a call on 0711 046 105. Because a lot of people think now there's nothing to complain about. Finance bill was not signed. It was returned by the president. He fired ministers, got a new broad-based government. See, their problems are over. That's how a lot of them think. That's just from what I've heard. A year on from June 25th, 2024. Has your message been heard? It's a conversation for young people. So give me a call, Gen Z, 0711 046 105. Tafadhali, hit me up on X. I'd love to hear from you there at Classic 105 Kenya or at It's Maina Kegeni. Please don't forget the hashtag It's Maina and Kingangi. Has your message been heard a year down the road? Are you making progress? Talk to me. We're talking about 1 year on from last year's Gen Z riots. There's going to be a commemoration on Wednesday. I want to talk to young people of this nation because not just this nation, this entire world belongs to you. And everything leadership in every country does must be done according to what's best for you. That's my belief. A year on, do you think your message has been heard? Has government listened? David Ugeto Flowers, good morning. Saying it's high time to streamline Kenya. Lest we'll all perish waiting to be leaders of tomorrow. That tomorrow that will never come, that has never come. Philip Madeka Wamboni, good morning, saying none of our issues have been addressed. Extrajudicial killings and abductions are still on the rise. Recycling of leaders at the expense of young people. High cost of living, misuse of public funds. Nothing's been addressed. Balewa Hashim. What do you think? Paul Banks is saying, truth be told, I agree. There's a tiredness amongst the young people. And ignorance to it will be dire for the older generation when there's no turning back. They haven't heard us. Has your cry been heard? Wambua, good morning, saying, I know I can die, but maandamano nitatokea. As long as I'm fighting for better Kenya, and as a Christian, I serve God. Wow. Anjanga saying, I'm not Gen Z, but the government has not heard these kids yet. We as parents, we know if they want changes, if they want the changes, they mean it. The government should ask them, millennial, how we are dealing with Gen Z at home. It's just a generation that thinks differently. Cleophas Kanga saying, man, nothing's been done. Abductions still there. Killings are still there. Police brutality is still there. High taxation, making survival more difficult. Wow. Ibrahim Emirates saying it's just become an obvious game. Every day there's a loss. Whenever we demonstrate, there must be a loss. It's only God who can save us. What say you? That's my question. Hello.
Hello, Maina.
Hi, good morning.
Morning too.
Yes.
It is 1 year.
Yeah.
They have not yet even delivered anything about the Gen Zs on what they thought, what made them come to the street.
Okay.
The cowardice of leadership in this country, it's like we learn two parallel governments at the same time. Because if at all a CS can tell Sha is working, and when she seeks medical attention, she goes abroad. Who is to tell Sha is not working? Is it the CS or the public?
The public.
So when the CS tells Sha is working, that means it is a lie.
Okay.
So they should come out and stand firm for their country and the interests of their people. Tell them to stop serving falling policies. We know if our members of parliament support the finance bill and the public rejects, who are they serving? Are they not our representatives?
Yes.
If they are our representatives, then why are they ascending to push it forward and the public is rejecting? So that they are serving another body out of the interest of their own benefits.
Okay, but let me ask you.
Yeah.
A lot of people in government are saying that Sha is working.
Sha is not working, Maina. Nothing in this government is working. Linda Mama is not working. School, okay, watoto walikuwa wanaenda shule, hawalipi, sahi haifanyi. Watoto walikuwa wanakula shule, haifanyi. What is this government doing in power? Who is it serving? If at all Kenyans are crying, now and then, everything is higher. Life is very expensive in this country. What is not happening? Tax here and there. What are they doing?
Okay.
And you can see a whole tears going abroad, alafu unamuona amepigwa picha at kwa walls za China. What is that? They should come up with something to industrialize this country. Otherwise, tax will take us nowhere. And they have a coded language. You'll never hear a politician talking about industrialization. They only talk about development and investment. Investors are bad in this country. Why don't we industrialize this country? My first time in Nairobi, we had Firestone. Where did the Firestone go? We had textile industries in Thika za kutengeneza blanketi. Ziliendaga wapi? Tuko na Mumias Sugar inaanguka. Where is this government taking this country?
Wow, those are some very...
Minor.
Yes, I hear you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do they really ask themselves, if your people are crying, who are you serving? Yeah? They should tell the people, then, we are doing this because of this. But minor, Linda Mama not working. When Uhuru was in power, Kibaki was in power, we had free school education. What is happening? Where does that money go? And even the treasury cannot even account for anything. Ati pesa ya shule hayuko, inafanya kazi gani? Yeah? So embarrassing. We have leaders, but they are like the brand ambassadors of this country. They are not working at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell them we are very angry with them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Some really tough questions there. I don't know if you're in government and you're taking notes. It's important to listen to our young people. Very, very, very important. We're talking about where we are a year down from June 25th, 2024. As young people, because hardly anyone talks to you. Me, I just love these conversations on. Because then we understand each other. Did your message get home? Chedabula, good morning. Saying, I'm just happy the way the Catholic and Anglican Church are standing with Gen Z. We are thankful. Kwanza Canon Evan Zomolo, Provost, All Saints Cathedral. You will go to heaven. Thank you. James Bolesila saying absolutely nothing has been done. We are prepared. We've enjoyed nothing under government. And Gen Zs will never forget what they did to us. Wow. Taru Sarap Serone, good morning. Saying Kimilili and beyond is listening. We are disillusioned, educated, young, energetic generation. And we are listening to them. Listen to us as we air our grievances. It's important. Jennifer Kanyedi saying Gen Z is a smart generation. They are well informed. Hoodwinking them is not even in their vocabulary. Chepkendi Kip Evans, good morning, saying Wednesday should just be declared a holiday because almost everything will come to a standstill. Since last year, June the 25th, young Kenyans, I'm asking you this morning, have you been heard? Do you feel you've been heard? Hello?
Niko salama.
Niko salama kabisa.
1 year down the line, bana, if there's something that has changed, it has changed from bad to worse.
Oh, wow.
It has changed from bad to worse. Last year we told them you cannot rob a naked man.
Yeah.
This is the youth who have nothing but brains.
Yeah.
The only thing that we have is a wisdom and knowledge from the Almighty God. Last year tuliwaambia punguza mzigo, tupeni opportunities. Sahi there is nowhere. This year they are killing more than enough. That's why we are saying on Wednesday, mimi nisha book room ya Shalin Ruto Palace State House. That is where I will be transacting my business from. We are going to change this country once and for all, from all walks. We cannot be having our fellow people, young people dying, like flies, left, right, and center. Not Mwiki, not Homa Bay, not Nyeri, not Coast. Inauma sana ndugu yangu Maina. Inauma sana. We as young people, it is a high time we stand out. We are having the police who should protect us. Instead, they are killing us. That's why we are asking, even as we have the next government, every police person must have a B+ and above. We cannot have dwarfs to protect us who doesn't even know how to read in English and Kiswahili the Constitution. And then we expect them to uphold the rule of law. That's not fair, Mr. Maina. Inauma sana, sahi ninaamka, sina pahali pa kwenda, yet I have a degree, I have a master's. I am just in the house. Nikijaribu kwenda kufanya biashara kanjo ndio hao. Nikijaribu kufanya hivi ndio hao watu wa madeni. I cannot move as a young person. This is even the easiest one of the thousands ways of dying as a young person in this country of Kenya. Because we have no hope. The hope that we had for this government, it has turned out that this is the darkest moment of our times. Kindly, we are asking on Wednesday, we are very peaceful. No goons, no nothing. Just water, face mask, na simu, na Colgate. Tutokile town, as we asked Langat to resign, he steps aside. Yet is the one who did this for our young people. Saya tungekuwa hapa by this year we said no maandamano. We are talking as wise people, but they are forcing us to do this.
Okay.
Wednesday mapema sana na ukuje Maina pia.
Sawa.
Asante. Good.
Wow. Hey. What say you? We really need to have this conversation, huh?
Feel good, and your workday goes faster.
Faster.
Faster. Faster. Classic 105.
Close our discussion. Wednesday is going to be crazy. So, a year on from June 25th, 2024, do you think you've been heard? That's a question I'm asking Gen Zs this morning. Pasi Talanyi, Mwana Wamboga saying Gen Zs are going to change the country's greedy leadership completely. Tarusa Rapserone, good morning. You'd like to say hi to Dan was 030F. Chapiatoro was 647P. Luca was 647U. Chumba was 647V. Samuel 891E. Brown were 894B. And Elisha were 279D. Msalimi Ken, thank you for loving Classic 105. So, Enekopiro Olosho saying he Wednesday I've got an appointment. Samuel Mangi saying, I heard the majority to say they passed the finance bill quietly in December, so no message reached them. But they will hear us. Mr. Joseph, good morning, saying the message was partially heard, but kuna mchezo serikali inafanya na vijana. To change this, it's only when citizens decide to take over the streets. They must listen to us. It's a conversation that must continue. It cannot start and end. And we'd be better off if we listen to these young people. I want you to close our discussion. Hello.
Hello, Maina.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
I'm failing to understand these kids.
Eh.
Last year, everybody understood that they were demonstrating because of the finance bill, which was dropped later. But this year, what are they going to the street for?
They're going to commemorate last year.
Is that something worth dying for? Because definitely several kids will die. Everybody knows that.
Have you listened to their messages?
Mine, I'm a Gen Z as well, but I don't see the point of going to the streets.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
And you don't identify with the issues they're raising?
I don't. But last year, there were a lot of issues to go to the street. And I went for the demonstration last year, and I can tell that. But this year, what are we going to do? Because everybody is saying Ruto must go, Ruto must go. We want this man out of power. It is only through election. And we only have less than 2 years for elections to come. So why are we going to the streets? Why are we risking our lives? And Ruto is not going anywhere until elections come again. So I think we have no point of going to the street. There's no reason going to the street.
Okay.
Absolutely no reason.
Okay, I hear you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Asante sana. Hello, Classic 105.
Hi, Mina.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
So let's do an encounter of the events that have happened after last year, 25th, 2024.
Uh-huh.
Immediately after the mandamano that we had, the government went ahead and bodies were found at the Ile dam site, the Soiree.
Yeah.
Immediately after, there were so many abductions after.
Yeah.
And then the recent cases, the case of Albert, the case of Boniface, and many other cases that I haven't reviewed. Since 25th of June, there have been occurrence of events that are not making things any better.
Okay.
Now tell me if you are not going to be on the streets again. Myself, I'll be there.
Yeah.
And I'll be very present, even not only for the occurrence of now, because when we went for Mandamano last year, it was purely because of the finance bill.
Yeah.
But right now, it's because of the injustices that are happening and on top of the economic status that we are having. So on 25th, we are coming out. And myself, as a person that will be there, I'm calling on all Kenyans to come out on 25th.
Wow.
And at this time that they think that we are joking about this thing, I think it's time now that we have a full revolution about this thing.
Okay, so last year was primarily about the finance bill.
Yes, it was purely about the finance bill.
This year?
This year is purely because of the injustices that are happening, and since we had last year's Mandamano, we've had terrible cases that are being originated from the government, from the abduction, from the killings, from the police brutality. It's just a whole now ecosystem of an evil government. It's not just even about now the finance bill this time. It's part of the matter, but now the government has pushed us to the corner.
Wow.
Last year I was at the Mandamano, and I was at the front line of the Mandamano. I'm calling you as a person that was on the front line Mandamano, taking part even on distributing the food that you were eating, and the streets, the nurses, we went to MOH.
Yeah.
Is it called MOH or something? Yeah. We were there, but this year, I'm going back again to those streets the same way and bigger than we went. Even if the tear gas us, even if they do us anything that they want to do to us, we are going to be there. And also a message to the goons and allegedly Sakajo who is putting them to the streets. If they want to come, let them come. We heard that they will be targeting women and stabbing women and things like that. But if they want to come, they come. I think this time tutapatana mundu kwa mundu. Even if it means us having rungus on the road and dealing with those goons, is the high time. But on 25th, which is on Wednesday, let all Kenyans know that tutakuwa street baya sana.
Okay.
This one will be bigger than last year. I was there last year. I went to the parliament, and this one tumeipeleka State House. They believe it or not. Imambo yenye wanatubeba uvala hapa. It's not. If I imagine that it's 10 years from now as a young person, if you imagine the direction that this country is taking, do you think we will be alive? It's the high time. Let them take it serious now, because on 25th we are coming.
Okay. Thank you very much. Have a good day. Wow. Wow. Someone really needs to get this conversation going with young people. And I don't know how you're going to do it. If you're going to go on X, go and find them where they are and have conversations there. But you need to talk to them. Aki, you need to talk to them.